Okay, folks, welcome back. This is Daniel, and we're starting this match between Heather PLATTER and Sharon HANLAN. Sharon HANLAN has been very helpful today. Earlier today, when I had expressed to her that I needed some assistance in becoming familiar with the players in this event, and she was so helpful, and I'm very grateful for that. Sharon HANLAN, secretary for the NAPT from Philadelphia. We're just outside of Philadelphia. She lives in Brookhaven, and she doesn't have any sponsors, but she's been playing pool since the 90s, always been an athlete, and wanted to, you know, as she's growing older, she wanted to still find something to compete in. And so, you know, pool is one of those games that, it's one of those sports, rather, that utilizes the physical and mental aspect of competition. So with that, best of luck to Sharon HANLAN. She's playing Heather PLATTER. And she has a nickname, which is Thibodeau. And the reason it's Thibodeau is because she is a PhD. She's also known as the Doctor, and since she's doing her PhD right now in Florida. Well, actually, she lives in Maryland, D.C. area, and no sponsors, but she's been playing since sort of like 2008-ish, and she got interested in 2008 in college, fell in love with the game, and her biggest memory is her very first break and run in a tournament. It was a proud moment for her, and she loves to play 9-ball and loves straight pool. A lot of you straight pool players back east, aren't there? So Sharon breaks, and she makes a ball. She's got the 1 ball there. 2, 3 ball looks tough. Up, she hits the 8 with her hand. So the 8 ball will have to be replaced by Heather. That's her option. Yep, there she goes. She's putting it back to the best of her memory. And then it looks like Sharon's at a great angle here. She can actually get nice and snug along the rail and have a shot on this 3 ball. Oh, she missed the 2. So Sharon's also a high school math teacher. Very nice shot. Unfortunately, oh no. That's probably the worst place you could end up. That kiss on the 10, that's what killed it. Looks like she still may be able to masse or kick into the rail, but I don't think she'll make this 3 ball. If she does, I'll be very surprised. Everything moves except for those 2 balls up table. So we have a completely different game now. Yeah. And as luck would have it, last match of the day, I'm going to be joined in the commentary booth by Adrianne Beach, who is the reason I'm here. Adrianne, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad you came up and sat down.
Well, you know, I have time now.
Yes.
This is the last round of the day. I got to wolf down a little bit of food, and now I can kind of hang out.
Yeah. You got to see your daughter.
I got to see my daughter. My daughter got to see what was going on here. I think she was kind of a little surprised.
And I'm sure it's good surprise, right?
She's not a player. She's not a pool player.
Yeah.
I keep trying, but it's just not working. She says, I like darts better. I'm like, no.
Darts, okay.
Yeah.
You get a little more beer in playing darts, I think.
I don't know. So we have Heather and Sharon.
Yes,
Sharon.
and Sharon, yeah.
Yeah, Sharon's on our board
Yes,
well.
I know, and I was just saying that she was very helpful this morning. Kind of saved my ass, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Because I just kind of like I feel like I just got dropped, like landed here, kind of like a, paratrooper.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a last minute. Thank you for saving my bacon kind of thing.
Oh, is that really what we did?
Well, what I thought I had planned kind of fell through, and I didn't want to bring her rail-to-rails equipment down here, so.
Right, yeah. For those who don't know, Adrianne also is owner-operator, co-founder?
Co-founder.
Co-founder of.
And owner. Annie and I are partners in the company, so.
So, she's co-founder with Annie.
And Bounds.
And Bounds of Rail-to-Rail TV. And they have been live streaming probably a little longer than I have. I think about 8-9 years. I've been doing it now 6 years. My 6-year anniversary is coming up.
I actually started streaming in 2009 was the first time I did it, with a little webcam and oh yeah, it was crazy. And I didn't know anything about all this stuff. I have an accounting degree and a business management degree. I don't have film and broadcasting and communications degrees, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was in 2009. And we started Rail-to-Rail in 2011. But
okay.
So, yeah.
Around the same time I did?
Yeah, so it was about the same time. Yeah. But.
So, what's been occurring a lot in every rack is we've been seeing a ball float toward the side pocket there, just like
really?
the ball that Heather just hit away. Mm-hmm. It happened 3 times with Monica Webb. She had a ball like she could make it in the side, and it came from the break.
Really?
Yeah, it's really odd.
I hear it's very hot under all those lights they have up there.
No, actually, Mark Griffin, chimed in the chat room to correct me because I believe they're LED lights and they're not that hot, but I don't know. Just call it psychological.
They do have a lot of lights up. And it's nice on the pool table. I mean, you can just see everything.
Oh, the light's great.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's coming up on the camera beautifully.
Yeah, so. It's perfect.
Nice shot, Sharon. That's a good shot. That's a 10 ball down. So, you're actually a very accomplished human being, as I'm finding out, because I did not know you were actually president of the NAPT.
Oh, really?
No, I did. I mean, I did when you called me 5 days ago. But I didn't know, I just thought you were rail to rail, and last I saw you, you were helping out CSI and doing commentary and doing a stream there.
Yeah.
Streaming for them as well as.
From Snoqualmie?
At the BCA, yeah.
Yeah, in Snoqualmie?
What? No, I saw you in Vegas at the Rio.
Oh. Okay.
Wasn't that you at the booth?
Did I sit
I went in to visit Freddie Agnew.
Actually, I did stop in.
George Teachea.
I did stop in.
And on my way out, I saw you.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I did stop in and say hi. But
anyway, what I was going to say is that you're accomplished because you're also the president of this organization, and I just want to congratulate you. This is a wonderful event, and this is not even your championship event for the year, is it?
No. It's just a tour stop. We're just starting, So this is their second year. It's our 5th event.
Right.
So we're hoping, that within the next year or two that we will start having a yearly championship you know, and that kind of thing. But, you know, we're just trying to get the word out. And, you know, this is what we're doing. This is what we want people to see, you know, what we're doing out here. And there is, you know, there's no, you know, we're not backed by a lot of money. You know, right now we don't have any sponsors. I mean, this is all hard work, and it's all volunteers. And there's 10 of us who, you know, I'm the president, and people, you know, it's not just me doing this. It's, you know, I have 10 other people who are working too. You know, I just kind of lead the charge, and it was the catalyst to get all this started. But, you know, it's just a lot of hard work and dedication, and, you know, wanting to put something out there that we can be proud of, for one, and, you know, does something really good for the sport. And for the people, you know, the ladies that we've played with for so many years, you know, we want to have something special out there for them as well. And so,
well, you've ruffled some feathers, because, I mean, you got me here, you know, and you got Mary Keniston coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah, I saw
to advocate for the women's pool, you know, the crusade for
you know,
women in America playing pool. You know? So I'm you know, and you have this great event, and I'm looking at this trophy you have.
Isn't it pretty?
It looks like a, you know, $500 trophy. You know, this beautiful crystal cup you've got.
I'm not sure it's really crystal. I think it's just glass.
I'm gonna take. Well, no, I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it soon. I'll show it on the live stream.
It's pretty. I am fortunate. I have a friend who owns a trophy company, so I go over there and
I'll be calling you soon.
Somebody I've known since, you know, she was 8 years old. So I walk in there and I say, okay, this is what I want, and I want it to be kind of pretty, and I don't want it to be the same old thing, you know, because this isn't league. This is, you know. So she pulls out a catalog and says, okay, let's start looking. So it's kind of like, you know, you're shopping, you know. It's like, oh, I like this one, you know, and what are the costs, and, you know. So I kind of get to go through and pick out something pretty.
That's great. Fun. That's great. It's nice to have friends in high places.
Yeah. Well, you know.
That was a good jump shot, by the way, by Sharon. She definitely defended herself. But you were saying?
Oh, it's
friends in high places?
Friends in high places. And networking. It's one of those things that you learn in business classes.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a wonderful job, and you know, I know how hard it is just to operate a streaming service, and I don't know how you do it. I mean, honestly, being an accountant as well, and now the NAPT, I mean, and streaming. So I know you do it as a partnership with.
Yeah, Annie and I are.
With Annie, so.
So that helps.
That's a little bit shared. But
it helps, yeah.
But Geraldine shares what I do with POV. So if I'm not careful, if she listens to this broadcast, she's going to tell me to get a job and run POV. I'm going to be in big trouble.
Well, I don't have a 9-to-5 job, I will tell you that, because the stuff I do as an accountant, it's all freelance. So I have some flexibility in my schedule, which is one of the reasons why I'm able to do this. Yeah. And my husband's very patient. So
you have these talented players, by the way. I'm watching them play each other, and, you know, very proficient players. I mean, this is, for those who don't know, this is the pro division of the NAPT, pro women's division. Of
yeah, it's the Division 1. And actually, Sharon runs JP Newt, her and Linda Shea, out of the northeast area. And
actually, I have a map, an overlay that I can show you.
These are our Division 2 areas that we cover.
Yeah.
So if you want to qualify to play on the Division 1, we do have qualifiers, and and you can play on a regional tour. And the winner, the tour champions, get an automatic invite into the next event. Plus, we have the D2 championships, which the top 4 players all get automatic invites to, you know, the next year. So there's several different ways that you can get on the Division 1. And then, you know, we did have a couple of open spots, so we contacted, you know, local players and said, hey, would you like to come and play? Come see what we're doing. Come check it out.
So What was the entry fee for this event?
It is $250.
That's good. You know, and I like that. It's respectable, is what that is. You know, and that's what the first thing I noticed about the three cushion community is their entry fees are a little higher. You know.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah, it's there's other tournaments that the entry fee is a lot higher, but we're new. We're only 2 years old, and we didn't feel it coming out of the gate that we could justify, asking players to pay $500 or.
Right, but this is not a championship. This is a tour stop.
It's a tour stop,
and you've got players coming from all over the country. So I think $250 is respectable.
Well, it's respectable, yes. And it's enough of an investment that people,
And the caliber of play you've got going.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was.
You've got three BCA Hall of Famers. Is that correct?
We have.
On
let's see.
this event, or is it 4? You got Vivian, Karen, Allison,
Lori John,
and Lori John Jones. Yes, Lori John Hassan. Sorry.
Hassan.
I'm sorry, David. Right. So that's 4.
Yeah. And you've got Monica Webb is here, and
yes,
Lena, and I
Lena Vorstik. I think that's Vorstik. Is that it? Vorstik?
Yeah. I look at her name, and I every time I look at it, I'm thinking, oh, you're just going to, don't even try.
Yeah.
You're just going to mess it up.
I think of a flash drive, like, 128 gig Vorstik.
Okay. That's good.
She's going to hate me now. Hope she has a sense of humor. Sharon's got a nice actual, she's got a good game. I like the way she plants herself. She's got good cueing. She stays down on the shot.
Yeah, I don't think she didn't come over as far as she had wanted to on this one.
Yeah, she's out of line, but, I mean, she can play this. Look at this. Goes in.
Nice.
And she held the cue ball. That's great recovery. Heather Platter, she's not that impressed because she's.
Well, let me tell you a little something about Heather.
Uh-oh.
She is currently working on her PhD.
Yes, I know. The doctor.
Yes. Yes. She is.
Or FDA, she likes to be called, right?
FDA.
FDA. The PhD, the FDA. All right, tied up, 1-1.
All right. Sharon's our secretary. She's an officer actually, and she's a secretary on the board and runs JP New with Linda Shea and keeps us all on track.
So, I mean, is there anything you want to say to the people that might be watching that may be interested in getting involved in the NAPT or?
Well,
how they can follow. I know they can follow you on Facebook, correct?
Oh yeah, you can follow it on our Facebook page.
Which I've already put in the description of this video, guys. If you want to go to the NAPT North American Pool Tour Facebook page is in the description of this video.
Yeah, and you can always go to our website. You can, I'm on Facebook too. You can look me up as well. Send me a private message and let me know that you want to get involved and let me know what you would like to do. If you're a player and you want to play and you want to find a regional tour, that's all on our website. Look under Division II Tours.
Okay.
We have a on the map.
Can you explain your division hierarchy?
Okay, so Division II Tours basically are the semi-pros, and it is the qualifying. That's where you qualify to play on the Division I.
Okay.
So it's an opportunity for you to sharpen your skills, for you to become to actually feel what it's like to play a harder competition, you know, and kind of grow as a player. I started playing on a regional tour in 2005, and I was probably about a 4 in APA.
Okay.
About that skill level, right? And I played 3 tournaments a year, and I got my butt kicked all the time. But I learned a lot. And I had this love-hate relationship going on with the 9-ball, for one, and then the 9-footers, because I always played on 8-footers in a bar, you know, but I wanted to get better. So I, you know, took a risk and signed up for a tournament and went and played and actually won a match, which was kind of surprising, but I got another rookie, and you know, so it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot, and I got better. And then in 2009 is when I really started playing all the time, and I got involved in, you know, being on the board of the NWPA and all that. So I really think as a player growing and as a woman, you know, being able to get out there and challenge yourself. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to lose. You shouldn't be afraid to lose, not win any games at all, because every time you put yourself into the ring, you learn something. You gain experience. And then
you become seasoned.
You become seasoned. And there's no way that you can get that seasoning unless you do it. There's no simulation. There's no game. There's nothing you can read. There's nothing you can watch. You have to do it. And until you do it, you're not going to get it. So you're not going to know how to handle the shaking of the nerves, you know. How are you going to handle, oh my God, I'm really screwed here. How do I get out of this, kind of a thing. And being able to mentally get yourself back in the game so that you can think through the issues.
Sounds like you're speaking from some experience yourself.
Oh yeah, because I've done it all. There isn't anything.
I have to say, one of the things that competition has taught me is not to make reckless mistakes, like take a stupid shot for granted, you know. Play a really good shot and then go to the next shot. And just,
you got to duck there, and it's like,
And then another thing I learned in competition is don't focus so much on the mistakes or the successes or what you're good at and what you're bad at. Focus on your shot percentage. Just focus on getting your shot percentage higher than what it is what it was yesterday or what it is today. And that has been something that is, you know, if you use those mantras, they help you.
Yeah, they do. And anything like that. I know
Geraldine, by the way, was listening, and she wants me to get a full-time job now and run POV. Thanks, Adrianne. I need a raise.
Let me say something right there.
No, that's too late.
No. See, Geraldine, give him a little break because you actually get to see him once in a while. If you talk to my husband, he would like it if I didn't do as much because he doesn't get to see me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, he works, and then, you know, I'm off doing pool tournaments, and so there's a trade-off.
Wow, that was so well shot.
Man, that was, and that's one of those safeties that is real important to learn, and I have yet to master it.
Well,
that particular one where you're just very, you know, skinning just a little side of it.
I mean, it's a drill you can set up for yourself
I know.
anytime.
Yeah.
Just practice thinning the ball from 7 feet away or 8 feet away.
Do you think I practiced that particular one?
From what I'm hearing, no.
Oh, no.
You don't.
No, I'm not practicing that one.
These are good
I am
shots.
still practicing a couple other things that I've been trying to get mastered.
We're still talking about pool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
No. I have other issues that I'm practicing on, and I don't even think about that one until I see it, and it's like, that's one of those I have to practice because I just don't do it well.
So we've got what looks to be, I believe that's a frozen 10 ball. Which makes any shot very difficult. You know what? I know this sounds crazy, but with this frozen shot, I like to kick this and try to make this.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Because if you hit it with some speed, some variance of speed, there are times where the 10 ball will end up back to the middle diamond, come off the cushion.
Well, I know that you can come off the side. Okay, so as you're looking at the screen, it's going to be the right side of the ball. You can actually skim the side of it, actually cut it.
Okay, she played one of those kind of a hustler shot where you basically hit that ball with draw. But your shot, I like your shot too.
Yeah, you're coming off the side, and you're just trying to get the edge of it, so you're just moving it closer to the center diamond, you know, and then you bring that cue ball all the way back down table. So it's another safety. You're not, you know, you're just trying to just catch an edge of it, just move it on over, you know, even if it comes off the rail a little bit, but you leave it in the center of the table still, and just send the cue ball back down table.
Heather with a tester. It goes. Heather, Thibodeau. Thibodeau makes it go down.
Dr. Heather.
The doctor. You know, it reminds me of Christopher Walken. I got a fever, and the prescription is more cowbell. You know what I'm talking about?
I have never seen that before. No.
You've never seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, more cowbell.
No.
Come on, you've got
No. I know who Christopher Walken is, but I've never heard that one. No,
I'll send it to you someday.
Okay, you do that. Now, one of the things I like about this tour is getting to know all the players, and
I mean, I'm blown away. I've been here. This is my first. I mean, I consider this my first day here.
Yeah.
It is my first day here. Just, it feels like more days because of lack of sleep. But anyway. But I mean, I was so nervous last night because I was like, I'm just being thrown into this. I feel like I don't know anyone, and I want to pay them some respect, you know? And lo and behold, you guys have been so helpful in helping me to get to know everyone. You have been amazing with these bios to be, and I know that it really what you've done is you've created a template and you passed these out somewhere like a long time ago, and you've collected them. But that takes work, you know. And for you to be able to, you know, because of your hard work, you're able to pick a streamer and just go, here's a bunch of bios.
Yeah.
You know. I didn't know Sharon was a math teacher.
Yes, she's a math teacher.
Well, I did. She told me this morning.
We actually have
your bio reminded me.
Yeah, she's a math teacher, and let's see, we have a couple of teachers. Let's see, Suzanne Smith.
Ah, yeah.
She she was a scientist for a long time, and then she decided to go into teaching, so she teaches science. And we have Sharon, and I think that we have another teacher, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Oh, I can't remember.
Well, Sharon's putting on a little clinic right now.
Ooh.
I think she's stuck here, though. I didn't see the 4-ball.
Yeah, the 4-ball is an issue.
What's she doing?
Oh, looks like she's going to bank it back.
Wow, that was bold.
Yeah, it was.
That was bold.
I don't think she's going to get away with it, though. I think Heather's got enough of the 4 that she's going to be able to pocket that. So
she's on the case.
Yeah. She's looking at where she's going to leave herself for the 6. And it's obvious she's probably most likely going to set up for the 6-9 combo. But if she gets down far enough, she can just take the 6 up table, and then she'll be okay for the 8. And I can't tell if the 8 will go by the 10 from where I'm sitting.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think it does. I mean, the 10 doesn't really make it a bigger pocket or anything, but that was nice.
Yeah, she says she's set up for the 6-9.
Yeah, 6-9. Now, the only thing she got to worry about here is coming into the 9 ball at an angle. If she does that, she might be in trouble. The 9.
Yeah, she
6 may drift off to the side rail.
Yeah, she wants to hit this kind of softly, and she wants
a little
to hit
square.
Yeah, or hit it a little to the right of the 9. So
to the
just
right
like
of the 9.
this, so that 6 kind of hangs out in that pocket.
Okay, so she kind of gambled instead and hit it with a little speed.
Yeah, see, I would have just hit that just enough to pocket that 9 and leave that 6 ball right in that side pocket. Yeah. That way, I know I've got the 6 ball there and I can make it.
Now instead, she's got my favorite 1 pocket 2 railer,
yeah.
But she's not going to play that. She's going for the corner. So this is makeable. This is definitely makeable.
Well, I make this one a lot. This was when I was that silly 4.
Okay.
That was my favorite shot.
The silly 4.
The silly 4 loved those long cut.
Are you talking about APA now?
No,
I've heard of Super 4, but I've never heard of silly 4.
I was a silly 4. So
I've never heard of silly 4.
Yeah, I was a silly. That's back then. I didn't play APA at that time, but that's about the level I played. And
so where does 4 come from in silly?
It's just because, well, I play APA now, but.
So you're actually referring to APA.
Yeah, so actually
rating.
to that skill level, and being that I was that skill level at that time, before I started playing on, a regional tour or anything like stuff, I used to make that shot all the time. That was one of my favorites. It got a lot of oohs and ahs.
So you've basically set this NAPT up so that it can sanction other tours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have
on a gratis kind of.
We can always have more Division II tours. We have areas that are open. So we're in Quebec, but
So let's say for instance, could you sanction them as West State Tour?
Yes, we could.
There you go.
Okay,
so for like an additional $5 a player, or what's
okay, so it's a sanctioning fee.
Yeah.
And you become a Division II tour. So Oscar wants to become a Division II. He wants to be, have his men involved. So, which we are in the process of getting that going as well.
I'm only bringing this up because I want the wheels to turn. I want everybody to start thinking about this.
So, he pays a sanctioning fee. So it's not that much money. And then his players, those who want to be a member and have their points throughout the year qualify for them to play in the D2 championships, or to be able to play play for the qualifiers to get on a spot to play in the pro events. They pay their membership fee. It's $20. It's not it's not ridiculous. Yeah. And and then they're sanctioned, and now their members will get they get the invites to the D2 championships. They'll get the qualifiers.
Wow.
And then their tour champion gets an automatic invite. So players can start qualifying to play in. And we don't take what we've done is we actually save room to actually automatically invite those established pros. So like Monica Webb and Allison Fisher and Karen Court automatically got invites.
Yeah.
They're not going to qualify through a Division II championship, Division II tour.
Right.
So, that way we're actually integrating the pros into the level that they should be on.
Yes.
And then we're developing players to come up and play on the
play
pro.
them. Yes.
So, and that's
instead of constantly putting them in a handicap tournament that they might play a pro, they might not.
Yeah.
They might play someone even with them.
But you're starting to develop the players, and what we want to accomplish here is we actually want to get to the point where we're taking players and starting them as amateurs and actually moving them through a system like other organized sports do.
Yes.
And developing your players.
Yes.
So it kind of mirrors. It's similar to golf. They have their how they do it. When we first started talking about doing this, I looked at golf, tennis, football, baseball, and then a little bit of basketball, but not a whole lot, and looked at how they actually moved their players through systems and how, in baseball, you've got all these minor leagues.
Yeah, you've got minors, AAA.
Right, and they are all owned by different owners. They're not owned by a major league team or major league.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's similar to what the regional tours are. So you have to look at how.
What about leagues? So say if a league wanted to get involved, like a VNEA or BCA.
Well,
do you have something in?
Well, we don't have. Their players can get involved, of course, but we're not really associated with leagues because it's a tour.
Yeah.
So like the Division IIs, we're going to be setting up. We have our Division II regional tours. Once we start with the amateurs, we're going to have amateur tour stops. For the Division III tours once they come on. So it's just getting people used to playing in tournaments and playing on a tour, as opposed to playing on a league. It's a different mindset.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's a very different mindset playing on a tour than it is playing in a league. You don't play a league, you're hanging out, you're playing with your friends. You know, you want to win, but you know you're going to be back next week and you're going to do it again. And there's just kind of a different mentality. When you're playing on a tour and you know, okay, I shelled out some money to be here, and I've got to, buckle down and play and prepare, and the things that you have to do to prepare for these tournaments, you start to learn, how to do that, and how to, how do you get through these tournaments? Because this isn't, you're going to play for a couple hours and go home.
Yeah.
This is you're going to have to grind it out for a weekend.
This actually sounds like a discussion that's better, suited for like. A podcast of some kind. So maybe we should talk about.
We can talk about it.
Teaming up and doing some monthly sort of thing.
We could
just
do
like a let's talk about pool thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
We can do something like that.
No, because meanwhile, Heather Platter plays a beautiful kick on the 6. She misses the 8, and she kind of gives up the game.
Right.
I mean, and what we're actually talking about. Big picture here is. Exactly what's going on right now. You got these two players kind of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They're in battle.
Yeah, and they're
friends too. But
they are.
Pretend they're in battle.
That's the really cool thing about
they're
this.
Gladiators.
You're playing your opponent, and most of the time it's somebody and a lot of times it could be somebody, a friend. A traveling partner which happens to me because, I have one of those and I occasionally have to draw, and play her. And you have to figure out how to do that. Yeah. You can't hate everybody you play so that you can, tap into that emotion. But you have to be able to take the emotion out and be able to focus on playing your game, and no matter who you're playing. But
yeah, emotion is a killer in this game. It really is.
And for somebody like me who's I'm a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
it can be a challenge.
Oh my gosh, I'm extremely emotional. I'm a Cancer. I was born in July,
Oh, that explains so much. My oldest daughter's a Cancer.
Explains so much? Wow. You mean I didn't know there was so much to explain.
My oldest daughter is a Cancer.
Oh, I see.
She's a
That explains so much.
Yeah.
See, we're even.
Well, that poor child is a Cancer in a house full of Leos. So.
My cousin's a Leo.
Yeah.
Exhibitionist. Like Mick Jagger. So anyway, Heather gets a kind of a free roll here. Sharon missed this 4 ball. She tried to baby it so she could get shape on the 5, but it's. I'm gonna tell you, it's. Oh no! In the drink, I hate the bridge.
You know what?
I wish there was a solution. Besides, there is an extension. Yes.
Yes, there is. But you got to think about this. That bridge is a tool.
It is.
It is a tool. You got to learn how to use it. And how do you learn how to use it? Is you practice with it.
Yes.
So learn to love the bridge because unless you're like 7.5 feet tall, you're going to have to pull it out every once in a while.
I know. It reminds me of that lesson, that age-old lesson I got from Max Eberly from his book, Zen Pool. He says, tell yourself, I love combos. I can't wait to shoot my next combo.
Oh, that's
is this
funny.
a combo? Oh, too bad. I'm disappointed it's not. Okay, when's my next combo coming,
Yeah.
And if you do that, you actually start liking shooting combos.
I tell my teammates when they're going to the table and they see something they don't like, I look at it and say, it's your favorite shot.
Yes.
It's your favorite shot. Do this.
It really does work.
I had one of my girls, she hates side pockets. And I took her inside and I said, look, it is a gaping hole with a vacuum cleaner attached to it. Yeah. That's all you got to think about. It's a gaping hole. That anything that comes close is going to fall in there. So just be careful with the cue ball, okay? kind of got her over that whole phobia of I can't do this. I can't make anything in the side pocket. It's just a, you know, you play these little tricks in your mind, and the whole, it's my favorite shot. This is my favorite shot.
Well, that's what pool is. Pool is the battle of mind and body. Not just with an opponent, but with yourself.
Oh, I had everybody in my head this morning.
And, you know, Earl Strickland says it's the hardest game in the world. It is harder than any other game and
I
sport.
don't think anybody could actually learn everything about pool.
Impossible.
It's just so much to learn and so much, I don't know. And there's no time limit. That's the best thing about it. There's no time limit. You know, I played basketball and I played softball and.
Oh, wow. Nice shot with the 9 ball. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
she caught the corner of the pocket, and it's gone up table instead of down table. She hit the wrong corner. This is one of those spinny shots. One of your favorite shots.
Oh, yeah, I love this.
Ooh.
I never shy away from those.
You were going to say, I'm sorry.
There's no time limit on pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know players that are in their 80s still playing and still loving it. You know, and that's one of the really cool things about this game. It doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, there's little kids playing, and then you've got, people in their 80s and 90s still playing, and still playing well.
Uh-huh. I never believed that for a second. In fact, and I know it's true because when I was 42 and I thought, I'm 48 now, but when I was 42 and I thought, I've probably learned everything I can about pool, lo and behold, after I started working with POVPOOL and streaming, I mean, I got so much more out of streaming pool than I ever bargained for. Because I learned so much about the game that I never thought I would learn. And I got into, thanks to Geraldine, I got into 3-cushion billiards. And because of 3-cushion billiards, I learned there was a whole like skill set there that I learned. I mean, it's just, and so now I believe it's infinite.
Yeah,
and,
it's just.
Even though I may feel like I've accumulated a whole, like encyclopedia's worth of information.
So all you have to do
pales in comparison to the fact that I still get down on a straight shot and miss.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. That's true. But it's really cool because you're talking about 3-cushion. I mean, if you feel like you don't want to do pooling, you can pick up 3-cushion. That gives you a whole another skill. Then you've got, snooker. Then you've got Chinese 8-ball. Then you've got Russian pyramid. Then you've got, all these other kinds of games and it just teaches you something more. It's just really, it's just one of those sports that I don't see why everybody isn't playing.
Bottom line, truth is everybody is playing. Everybody's playing pool. Do you know anybody that hasn't played pool?
Yeah, actually I do. I do know.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that.
You don't like them?
No, I didn't say I didn't like them. I said,
oh
yeah,
my
they were like,
God.
No. Well,
Oh, tough break. She tried a good shot. Mass 8 around. You know what's so funny too? I've watched rail to rail, and I'm so used to seeing rail to rail being played on bar tables. And
it's because a lot of the stuff that we do, it's in our area, it is bar table, unless we're doing NWPA. When we stream NWPA, that's all on 9-footers.
Okay.
But everything else is pretty
and
much.
NAPT, you don't do bar table NAPT? No. Okay.
It's just
9 foot.
Just 9 foots. I know it's harder and harder to find, a room with enough 9 foots. But in all honesty, when you're talking about a professional level of pool, you need to be playing on the 9-footers.
Absolutely. That's one thing we take a lot of pride in at POVPOOL is keeping the 9-footers alive.
Yeah.
Although we do, we cover bar box too.
Well, you have to. It's still
I love bar pool.
You have to. I mean, it's all part of the whole picture.
It's just, it's Q Sports.
Yeah. And as a streamer, part of what you're trying to do is create more audience to watch what we're doing and possibly get them out there playing and get them into the leagues and and build the whole sport. The more people we can get in there playing, watching, then they're buying cues, then they got more money going. It's just, it kind of builds. So
They're always buying cues, aren't they?
there are some people that are just nuts about them. I've bought a few, just because I felt like I needed to change. I play with a custom cue now and stuff, But it's just like some people, they got, I've got 25 cues and I've got this and I'm like, do you play with all of them?
I just feel like, are you financially responsible?
Well,
Nice
everybody
shot.
collects something.
That's a good shot. I like that shot by Sharon. Boy, this is tough, though. What I like here, Adrianne, is just draw this and play the 7 for the side pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking about earlier my challenge shots?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, that's one of them.
It's not so much the rail shot as is it drawing off the rail. So. That's one of the challenges that I've been working on. So I haven't worked on that other safety that I should work on.
Oh, come on. I'm making a list here. That's a nice shot. I like Heather with these cut shots. She's proven to. Ooh. She's gotten out of line here, but she is making those shots. She's kicking and calling the opposite corner. Right? So if she makes this, will she have a shot on the 8? No, we don't have to worry about that.
No, but I think Sharon's going to have a little challenge here with holding that cue ball
for the
8 and not getting caught behind the 9 or the 10.
I don't think so. I think it's okay. She did well. I mean, to make it, she would have had to hit it a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
I like Heather's demeanor. She's got this like, oh, my opponent missed. I'm coming right back to the table. No intention of losing this match, right? That's kind of her attitude. I notice. But this is just a first impression.
Yeah. Well, there is a difference between.
Oh, okay.
Here, by the way. I've never done that, and I never will.
Oh, okay.
I have tried.
Conflict of interest.
I have tried.
Hey, I got Marion.
You know what? You just shush over there.
I'm not going to commentate on the players as the tournament director.
Yes,
Chris Rogers, by the way. It is such a breath of fresh air to see him. Like, where did you find Chris? Because I met Chris in Michigan.
Yeah, I know.
I met Chris in Lincoln City.
Chris and Ford are the tournament directors for the Northwest Municipal Association. The NWPA in the Northwest, yeah.
You guys are just,
So I told him what I was doing, and I kind of tucked him into coming out and hanging out with us. Yep, that's the volunteer system right there.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so Chris has been the tournament director for all of our stops, and being that he's done it before.
Hey, what a shot.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, well, part 2's.
Well, part 1 was awesome.
Part 1 was part what, you know, it's like it happens.
You know, sometimes
we
you
go to
just
see the sequel. It's no good. Look at this. No, she didn't call that. I love pool. I just like. I mean, it doesn't matter. Good, bad, good, bad, or ugly. It's just amazing to see any skill level play a good shot. You don't expect it.
You know, it's funny what
good players play a bad shot. You never expect it. It's amazing.
You know what I've discovered all the years of streaming is that there isn't much difference in amateurs and professionals as far as the shots that they make, except the pros are much more consistent. So whereas an amateur will do that shot and do it once in, you know, a year, 2 years, you know, the pros can do it a little bit more often, you know, those kinds of things.
So Efren Reyes, right? Mm-hmm. So he's known as the magician because he plays like shots that come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So he was asked about that, and I can't remember what interview it was, and I can't reference this actual statement from him, but I was told, he was asked, you know, how did you get to play these amazing shots that come out of nowhere all the time, you know, but so consistently, you know, and you walk away like I got lucky, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, you know, one thing I notice that I do in practice is I see people make mistakes. And sometimes when they make a mistake, they'll make a ball accidentally, or he's like, I watch those shots and then I go and practice those shots later, and I learn how to accidentally make balls. Now, I'm paraphrasing what he said.
But it's true. I mean, you know, a brand newbie.
You can't call the guy a liar for saying that, because he does it.
Yeah.
He's the magician. And come on, guys, you really think magic is real? Come on.
But yeah, it's you can learn a lot by watching, you know, watching anybody. You know, you were talking about how much you learn by streaming. The first year that we streamed, I didn't play. I played 2 tournaments that year, 2. Because I was so involved in this that I couldn't play and stream at the same time and any of that stuff. So I pretty much just quit playing for a year. The first tournament I played in, I placed higher than I had ever placed in any tournament of that caliber ever. And I hadn't, you know, it wasn't like I was on the table, but I was watching so much video, you know, and talking about so much about what was going on that it made my game jump. I mean, it was a noticeable jump.
Just with knowledge.
Just with, you know, just watching the videos and talking about it and looking at, you know, the different shots and the patterns and all that kind of, it just clicked a little bit better, you know? So there's a big thing to be said for, you know, watching other people play, watching videos of people playing, talking about what you're doing, because it just reinforces everything that you're learning anyway.
Here's a tester, actually. This shot's a bit of a tester because it's the 10 ball. Always pressure on the 10 ball.
Always.
And she seemed to be planting herself very well. She's replanting. That's respectable.
Yeah. She walks into a shot. Some players walk into it.
And it goes. And that's hard work paying off right there.
Yeah, when she got back up, it was obvious she did not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
She did not, you know, she wasn't mentally prepared, or, you know, her body didn't feel right, or something was wrong, so that she got back up, looked at it again, you know, pre-shot routine, did that all, you know, and walked into her shot, got down, and then made the shot. A lot of us will just make the shot anyway and not stop and get back up to you know, and reset to make yourself comfortable so that you can make your shot.
Well, in order to know that you need to reset, you have to miss a few times to know that you're not setting right in the first place. So, you know what I mean?
But
because if you got down on that shot and you made it every time, you wouldn't have needed a reset.
Well, that's true.
Right?
That's true. But how many times do you go and you get on a shot and then you're like, yeah, something's off. Something has got you a little distracted. Something's got you a little, and you still make you just go ahead and shoot it anyway. And when you should have gotten back up.
Yeah.
And cleared your mind or did whatever you have to do to get to where you were.
I think Earl Strickland has a few broken shafts that will prove that point. She held.
I was going to say he's quite the character.
She held the one so that she could further develop. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all up table, so
yeah,
that's good. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's all right. She can still cut this in. She'll come back up. She might wind up leaving herself a little long on the 3, but it's doable.
Yeah, but the three's actually just sitting nicely in front of the pocket. In fact, if she wanted, she could play this up and back down, or back up. There's not a lot of pressure for cue ball, but there's pressure to make the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a huge window for Sharon. She's down 2 games. She needs this.
There's a big difference between 4 and 3 and 5 and 2. Just mentally, you know.
Yeah.
4 and 3, you still feel like you're fighting. You're still in the match. At 5 and 3, it's like.
Yeah, and you don't need to remind her because she is a math teacher, so she knows this already. But we're reminding you.
So this is the last match of the day.
No, it's never the last match of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, a rest and a miscue.
Mm.
That moment that you're too mad at your own shot that you don't want to listen to your opponent's joke.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that because I feel that. That happens to me. We're only human.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Sorry, did you say 11?
Did I say this was going to be an easy job? I don't think I said that, did I? Come on, you're tough. You've been doing this a long time. You know how this works.
I don't need you to convince me if something's not going to be easy. I already know. God's been laughing at me for the last 40 years. You thought it would be easy.
Yeah. Let me guess. You've blocked my number already? Oh,
No.
she's called me.
No.
Let me.
No,
I'm busy
no.
that weekend. I'm teasing. Do you think that 6-9 is wired? I can't. Kind of looks like it is.
No, I don't
No?
think. I honestly, I can almost. Well, actually, if you hit this slowly with a lot of English, it can spin in. You know,
Oh.
But you have to hit that very slowly, like almost pocket speed with ton of. She used the wrong spin actually.
Nice. She followed it up. Left
Yeah.
herself a little bit of an angle on the 8.
Thanks for commentating.
Oh, you're very
this match
welcome.
with me.
You're very welcome.
You've made it all the more enjoyable. Chris Rogers said at 7 o'clock, he said, you should just clock out now and go home because these are one-loss matches. But, you know, I don't know. The equipment's here. The computer's on.
Well, it's nice. And, you know, Sharon did call her family and let them know that she was going to be on the stream table. So Yeah, players like it.
And, you know, we'd like to give a shout out to the HANLAN family.
Mm-hmm.
She made it funny. This is not straightforward.
Yeah, I don't think Heather's laughing though.
Yeah, she's not laughing now. Did you see that like guilty look that Sharon had, like not looking, just looking away?
Yeah.
La la la.
Sorry, I'm used to commentating with Annie, and I throw things like that.
Are you?
Yes.
Why? What? Am I doing a bad job with
No,
you?
no.
I should have picked up that a little quicker.
You said the 10 ball was funny, so.
Oh, but she's not laughing. Yeah.
Sorry, it was bad. I know.
No, it's just cheese, and I forgot that there are moments for cheese. What's
Oh,
she
come on, you
doing
can't
here?
be serious all the time.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I don't know what she's called. I don't know what she has in mind. She's banking this like a one-pocket cross to the bottom left corner. That's all I see that she's doing. I don't know if this is real.
No, she's playing a safety. She's trying to, yeah.
Hey, this is cuttable in the corner and bankable on the side. And very good safety opportunity, too.
I think Sharon's probably going to play the safety here.
Yeah. Well, this is a back bank. That's why I actually don't like this safety, because it's, you know, it's too easy to take a flyer on this shot and bank it, you know. It really is. I mean.
Yeah, I know, and, you know.
It's a 50-50 chance that she might bank it in. When you're down 2 games, it's not that.
Well, personally.
But what else was there?
I like it because I know we're playing on diamonds, because they're a little tighter than as forgiving as, like, you know, possibly a Brunswick or, you know, some of the other tables we play on, and, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're also looking at, well, that had less to be desired, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But we're looking at the girl who actually played a very nice thin safety earlier in this match, and she did not replicate that shot. So this is a lifeline for Sharon. Yeah.
So she's got the 10 on the side, nice and pretty.
It's in. She's all right. Good.
Sometimes
4-3.
you just have to stare at that cue ball and just, you know, make sure it
Obsess
stays.
on it.
Yes, stay right there.
Well, hell, sometimes there's like ceiling fans. Those things it'll still. You ever watch that cue ball like doesn't stop? Hate that.
I've had that happen, yes.
Hey, chat room, what's going on? Who is in the booth with me? Tim Kovac is. He's watching us.
Oh, hi.
I'm sitting with Adrianne Beach. She's the president of the NAPT, and she is also just a remarkable human being. How about that?
And
a pool player. And how did you do today, by the way?
Oh, there's Gigi. Have you seen Gigi?
Yes.
That little short,
Are you
compact
kidding me?
steamroller of a player.
Woo!
I mean, right over me.
I've probably clocked about 11 or 12 hours of pool with her.
Oh my God, she is.
Yeah.
She's just.
I've played
she's
her.
Tough.
I've probably clocked a little bit more because I've played her in. I've probably played her in 2 or 3 years worth of Wednesday tournaments at the Golden Q, and then we've played in action. I've given her the 8 ball. I've given her the 7 ball. I've given
No, she's got to give me the 3 and out.
I've gambled with her, and she's been doing very well at Hard Times South lately. Hard Times Bellflower. She's been getting into quite a lot of action up there. $500 sets.
Nice.
So Gigi she's been putting her time in, you know.
Well, it certainly showed this morning, and I didn't have to play it until 11, but I
Yeah.
still wasn't really awake. So my game kind of suffered, but she was just, I'd leave her shots thinking, okay, I'm probably okay on this one. Oh no, she just fired those suckers in, and I'm like, okay, so let's not do that again.
She got a kind of a stroke that reminds me a little bit of Jeannie Seaver.
Jeannie Seaver,
Yeah,
yeah.
she kind of reminds me a little bit of Jeannie. Jeannie's a little more seasoned, I think, than Gigi is. But
Well, Gigi's going to get there pretty quickly.
wow,
because
I'm already comparing your players. That's cool.
That's cool. Good job.
Yes, these are 9-foot tables in the chat room. Tim Kovacs says, I love Gigi.
She's a sweetheart. She's absolute sweetheart.
James Lee asks, is this Division 1 or 2?
It's called a bridge, and it's a tool, and you should learn how to use it. Yes, the pros use it. There's this phobia or this stigma about using a bridge. It's a tool. It's a tool.
What was the actual question?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Sweet. So I'm getting married on Sunday.
You're getting married?
Yeah.
I am getting married Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
This is my bachelor party.
Oh,
This is
okay.
your bachelor party. You chose this room to have your
I did
bachelor.
not, but this is where it started and it's continuing.
Okay. Okay.
But this place is looking awesome.
Yeah.
It was bull sharks years ago and it looked terrible.
We're at Griff's, and if you didn't know already, we're at Griff's. It's
We're
Mark-
sitting in the pit of pool sharks right now.
Yeah.
This is the pit.
Griff.
This is where hundreds and thousands of dollars has exchanged hands right where we are sitting.
It looks way better now.
Thank you.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
famous, right?
No.
No, you're probably not going to be famous. We have
Sorry.
we have a bachelor. Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm a bachelor for 36 more hours.
You got a great face for radio. That's for sure.
I appreciate that.
So you're getting married, are you? You are getting married? That's great.
Well, I just got to show up.
You got well, yeah. When's this? Is this tomorrow or something?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, you're getting married in Vegas.
I live here, so yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we're
It's a location wedding.
going to take a break from this pool match to talk to a bachelor who's getting married in Las Vegas on Sunday. In Las Vegas?
And Las Vegas.
In
these
Las
all your
Vegas.
friends?
Okay.
Wedding.
Yes.
I'm making everybody wake up purposely just for me.
Not me, man. I'm crashing hard. Actually, on Sunday I'm working.
You are working.
I
We
am
have the final 8 will come back on Sunday.
Yeah. So we're live. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
live.
we're gonna go back to work here.
Oh, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Yes. Good luck, whoever she is.
Oh, the joys of streaming live.
One thing's for sure, that guy had really nice teeth. I'd like to know his dentist.
That's funny, the things that happen when you're streaming. You just,
Yeah.
you can't make this stuff up because
That doesn't look like a good hit.
no, it wasn't.
That's Chris Rogers, everybody. That's
That's the tournament director.
He's ubiquitous amongst. Well,
Yeah, a lot of the pro ladies already know him.
yeah. Hey.
He worked.
Uh-oh, trouble just came in. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay, man. You can use my cue.
So Sharon pocketed the 7-ball. And this is where Heather has an option because Sharon illegally pocketed this 7-ball. She didn't call the pocket. She has the option of giving it back to Sharon if she doesn't like it.
That's a tough choice.
It is a choice.
At,
She's going to make her shoot it.
wow.
I don't really blame
Wow.
her because, sitting on the rail like that, and it's just, it makes it hard to get position on the 9.
I tell you what, this is a huge opportunity for Sharon though right now,
Yeah,
because
she can
tie it. She can tie this up. Not sure where she called. Did she call the corner? Or was that a safety?
I'm not really sure. I couldn't read her lips enough to figure out what she was. Couldn't hear her, and then I couldn't read her lips to see what she was saying. She said something.
You know, I do have a room mic actually that I use, and I keep it down because
There's a lot of noise.
I'd like to get it closer to the table so that I can hear all that.
Yeah.
But
I wish sometimes that we could actually mic the players, but then
I
at
have
the same
that.
do
I
you?
have that, yes.
But at the same time,
What are we doing here?
sometimes I
Camera 4 doesn't exist. I haven't done that in 6 months. Sorry.
Okay, so to be honest, there isn't nothing that you can't screw up over here that I haven't already done at least twice. So
I know, right? Yeah, just a rim. That's the stream.
that's the thing about being a streamer. I already know
Yeah,
all the stuff
Yeah.
that goes on, and
I know.
oops.
Oh, have I introduced you?
No. Well, yes. What was your name again? It's nice to meet you.
Oh, wow.
So now we're tied up 4-4. Race to 7.
This is pretty cool. 4-4.
B-side match.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it when B-side matches grind out like this. It makes me happy for the players because they learn something from it. Nothing worse than being in a B-side match and getting completely, shafted.
Yeah. But, here's something else. Just because you lose and, you don't win any games in your match doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad player, because every match is different.
Yeah.
And I have seen very. What are you guys doing? Oh, car show.
Yeah, he was at the car show today. So.
I heard all about the car show. But I've seen, you stream long enough, you see players who are very, very good players, get skunked on matches, and it's just one of those things that happens. You just have to learn how to, deal with it and move on.
I think Sharon, she's laughing, but she's quite disgusted with herself, really.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. No, I'm working. My friend Ian Brock always gets very excited about everything in general. I was actually he was a client for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tap operator, tap lead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did meet him last night.
Yeah. Anyway, so looks like the 3 ball's available.
Yeah, she's putting center ball on it, so she wants to come around. And she came back up.
Yeah. So what do you do here? You're playing Gigi.
Huh.
Come on now. Well, no, honestly, like,
I'm ducking and hiding.
What do
is
you
what I'm
like
doing.
here? There's not a lot here. I mean, well, you can duck. You can duck behind the 9. You
Yeah.
can stun this ball and hope it doesn't do something with the 10 that is undesirable. But you're ducking behind the 9, basically, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you can hit it slow, but
I mean, it's just, I just don't see a whole lot happening. And I see some bad things happening if you're not careful. So,
yeah.
you know, you don't want to set up, you know, and have that. I don't think she must be trying to back cut that a little bit. Oh.
Oh, she shot for the 6. Was that the 6? The green?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 6 is still green.
Wow. So the billiard worked. I didn't know it was sitting right in front of the pocket like that. I mean, it wasn't sitting right in front of the pocket. There was margin for error there.
Yeah,
There really was.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I mean, I'm impressed that ball went in with shape.
With shape.
And she just made that. That was not easy either. She was 2 inches off the rail. Heather came down. Now, you're paying pretty deep in this tournament, I hear. You're like paying
Top 24.
32 deep or
No,
24 deep?
24 deep.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with this event.
Yep, this is how it goes.
And I'm not easily impressed.
This is how our events go.
I'm generally pretty depressed and jaded most of the time. So, and a little cynical
Yeah,
as
cynical?
well. Yeah. So to impress me is a pretty big deal.
Well, this is, you know, what you're seeing is what we do. This is how our events go. This is how, you know, there's no hidden things or anything like that. We're all pretty much, you know.
Absolutely no hidden fees.
Not yet.
Oh, God. Well, you know, that's what we try to do with our West Coast swing. You know,
Yeah.
West Coast swing. We try to bring as many players to come and play for the cash. For the cash. You know, I mean, we don't have a ranking system. We don't have. But maybe you can sanction us. Who knows? I don't know. Is that wrong?
No,
So-
no, it's
There you
not.
go.
I've talked to Oscar.
No, West Coast swing.
West Coast Swing. Oh, that's a different one. I hadn't heard about that one. I was thinking about the.
Really?
Oh.
You've been busy.
You know, I don't hear about everything throughout the United States. It's kind of a big country.
There we go. West Coast swing.
Oh,
Do you remember this artwork? West Coast Challenge. One pocket.
no, I had never seen it before.
The Pro 10 ball. West Coast swing.
I honest
The
to
Hard
God.
Times 9-ball challenge.
Honest to God, I have not seen that before.
Oh, that's all of our artwork.
Wow.
Geraldine and I. Anyway, big hit on the West Coast.
Nice, nice.
I don't know. I thought it was a big hit. You didn't hear about it, so
You know,
there's something
I've
I'm
been
missing.
kind of busy. Did I mention
Mention
I was an accountant, and
Yes.
you know, I had end of quarter and end of tax, you know,
It's
because
okay, man. It's okay.
everybody who filed their extensions had to have them done by, you know, October 15th, and I've been kind of busy. I'm sorry.
Sharon's gonna be very upset. She missed the, you know, kind of a. It's a. She banked that ball to make it, but she actually had the option to play a safety bank, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So She sold it out to Heather, and it is now 5-4.
It is 5-4.
And
Heather raced to 7.
Yes.
They just took a break.
Yes, they did. So what do we do at this point?
Well,
I don't know.
is there anybody talking to us? I can't even see it.
I don't know. The chat room's very mild today. We have 107 viewers, but a very mild chat room. So kind of interesting.
So those of you out there watching, I mean, do you have any questions, or you want to know anything about what we're doing, or I don't know. Is there anything you'd like to see? Anybody like you'd like to have in the booth?
I would like to actually have 2 players from the event to commentate together, and I can just sit here and do scores.
That's what you would like?
I've commentated every match. I'm not that interesting.
Well, I'll see what I can rustle up tomorrow.
I mean, I'm just. You're taking a big chance on me. You know that, right? And he actually, Kovacs wants. Yeah, Kovacs, come here. I got you. I got your action right here, Kovacs. You want action? Step on out. Actually, Al Lawrence wants to give me the. No, he doesn't want to give me anything. He wants to play me bank. 9-ball bank the. Yeah, well, you know, this is a different subject. We're supposed to be taking questions.
So where is this happening? We are in Las Vegas.
We're at Griff's.
At Griff's. Mark Griffin's new room in Las Vegas. It's an awesome room. If you come to Vegas, if you're coming down for nationals, for any of this stuff, you have to come to this room.
Yeah, second year now, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
full of diamonds.
I think it's 9 or 10 diamond 9-footers, and looks like 12 diamond bar tables, bar boxes.
He's got a Chinese 8-ball table. He's got a billiard table.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's actually got the 9
full bar food, full food.
Yeah. The food's good. It's good food.
Sports. You know, there's
there's TVs everywhere. So there's 9 9-footers that are just, so this one's cut just a little tighter, and then the one we're actually set up on, they use for 1 pocket. So he actually has 10 9-footers, but only 9 of them for regular use, because this one is actually cut for 1 pocket.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily cut for 1 pocket, but I say the 1 pocket players would desire to play on this
because
table.
The pockets are tighter.
Yeah, the pockets are a little tighter.
I don't think the casual person or that.
Oh, and by the way, we well, that's this going on here. So
I didn't know. I didn't realize that.
By the way, we are here at Griff's for the NAPT, the North American Pool Tour Desert Challenge event, headed up by none other than the individual sitting with me now, Adrianne Beach, wonderful human being, and has been feverishly working hard to change pool. Well, not change pool, just
add to it.
Just provide a few more open lanes, carpool lanes for pool.
I would like to, more opportunities. More opportunities for everyone.
Yeah. Which I'm grateful for the opportunity you've given me to be here.
Okay, so the ladies are back, and Heather just broke. Looks like she came up dry.
So Tim Kovacs wants to pop in the booth and plug his event. Okay, buddy. November at okay. Well, we can talk about that. I have to run this through my boss. But yeah, there is an event. There are events here at Griff's, actually. Yeah, there's November 25th. It's the 1-year anniversary event that Tim Kovacs is going to be throwing at Griff's. It's a 10-ball bar table tournament. So.
Yeah, this is a great room.
I really like 10-ball on a bar box. That's I love bar table. you know, but 10 ball and 8 ball in a bar box. That's what I like.
Yep. Not crazy about nine ball on the little tables, but
So Suzanne Osborne Smith, how's she doing?
well, she was playing. I haven't looked at the board to know.
Suzanne the scientist, right?
Yeah, SOS. She is now a teacher.
Yes. And that was a jump shot. Brittany Bryant still in it. Oh, Jennifer Seaver and Brittany Bryant tomorrow at 1 p.m.
If you're in the area, you need to come down here and watch
the
some of
match
these
is going to
matches.
get better. Match is getting better all the time. It appears that Suzanne is out.
Keep scrolling down.
Oh, there's
That's the B side.
My bad, guys. My bad. Kaylin Wyckoff and Suzanne Smith tomorrow at 9 a.m. for those asking about SOS.
It's good to see her playing again.
Suzanne?
Yeah, she kind of took a little time off. So she's back.
So what are we looking at here? It's like the 2 balls up for grabs right now, right? Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Is she gonna be okay?
I don't think so. She's got that handy jump cue again, but you know what? 3 ball's not that far away from the pocket, so I think just a good shot here, and she might be looking at the 4 ball next. But you notice this rack? It's up, down, up, down, up, down. She's going up to the 3, down to the
for
4.
Yeah.
That's changing now, obviously, but and then up to the 5, down to the 6. Sometimes I look at when I'm playing and I have those situations. That's the difference between me trying to run it out and playing a safety early, you know. Even if it looks like I could run out.
You know, going back and forth across the table, that never bothers me. Oh, she overcut that one. She might. Well, it looks like Sharon can see the edge of the 3.
Pool action all weekend long here from Las Vegas, and the matches will only get better. James Brinson in the chat room asking about the bracket. If you go to the description of this video, just scroll down a little bit, click on the you'll see it says bracket for this event. Go ahead and click on that. It's a PDF file, and you'll find the bracket updated.
The other option is you can go to playnapt.com, and there's a link right there on the front page.
Yes, there is a button on the front page. It says brackets.
It does. And it says live streaming in brackets. And
It does say live streaming. Ooh, what happens when I click on that?
well, hopefully it goes straight to yours.
Ooh,
There you are.
that's cool. Gunslinger, back. How are you? Some of our regulars are coming, floating back in.
I should call that one all the way down.
Which, by the way, playinapt.com is also in the description of this video. And so is your Facebook page.
Oh,
Yes. And don't forget to go ahead and visit PlayNAPT on Facebook.
oh yes, definitely like us there.
Yeah.
I think we're on
yeah.
Twitter too, but I'm not.
Grow, grow, grow. Feed the plants. And
Get the word out.
yeah.
Let people know what we're doing.
if you like this video or like this stream,
subscribe
please
to his channel.
click like or subscribe. And if you don't like it, please still click like and subscribe.
Well, it's nice if you subscribe, then you get notifications that it's gone live.
Yes. Yes.
It's a nice way to keep in touch.
Yeah. I honestly think there's some people I know that just, they watch because they know they can find their other friends here. It's kind of like a network hangout. So a little bit of back and forth here on this frame. The five's on the rail. Doesn't really have a pocket.
Well, she's calling the back cut on the 4.
Yeah, to the side. I like this. She can actually move the 8 away now.
Yeah.
She'll end up nice and flat on the 5, but she's moved the 6. I'm telling you, we got tons of SOSs in the chat room. Like, it's just like random SOSs. Dude, she lost today. She's on the 1 loss side. She's playing tomorrow. All right, SOS.
He's doing his cheering.
Yeah.
She's got a huge following.
Gunslinger. Gunslinger had a little action tonight. Yay! Okay, so Sharon's. She's waiting for the next table to play through.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to take a look at how to attack this. She's hooked. I believe she's like half ball hooked here. You think she is?
It looks like it, but sometimes these angles
yeah.
are very deceiving.
Oh yeah. they
And
are.
you'll look at it and you'll say, no, they can't hit that. And then
She's kicking. She's kicking. Yeah. Oh.
ooh, she's gonna get safe.
Yeah. Yeah. She got like.
Heather can't even see an edge of it.
Yeah.
So she'll be kicking too. I'm
And
like sitting right on the line.
Sharon's sitting pretty, and she did nothing to earn it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's harsh.
I'm just playing. No, I mean, it's just a
My.
joke. It's just. I'm usually the least critical person of most pool players. I like this. Look at this extension she's got. This extension's like 3 feet long. No, it's not that long. It's like 18 inches.
Oh, I think that
It's
was
a
a
bad,
foul.
yeah, bad hit. Good follow.
She's put some draw on this. She wants to pull this off the rail.
Yeah, what do you do with the 7 ball though? Do you just play that? Just set up for a combo?
Um,
Ooh, ooh, ooh! I think if she hits this right, She can actually play the short side of the 7. It's a natural angle.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. It comes around the 9.
It's a natural angle.
Comes
See,
back
look.
over.
Short side of the 7. Beautiful shape. A little short.
A little
And she
short,
missed.
but yeah. She rattled the pocket. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Suzanne to commentate tomorrow after her match.
SOS?
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
She likes to.
I think that look, chat room's already gone nuts. Robert Hahn, just SOS all over the place.
I'm sure we can talk her into that.
Oh, Darcy says hello. Thank you, Tim Kovacs.
Darcy?
Yeah, Darcy is Tim's wife.
Oh,
And Tim Kovacs is a local pool promoter,
Mhm.
and I think he still distributes various billiard wares, you know,
Okay.
pool wares like accessories and equipment and stuff. But and he did Sin City Tour.
now that I heard about.
Okay, that was what I streamed. I did one of their events, I think. Wait a minute, did I do a bunch of their? I can't even remember.
She tried for the combo and didn't get safe off of that either.
Yeah.
Sharon's going to be able to go in the corner with this, and you know she can even if she's going to use center ball or maybe a little low and just come around and use the rails actually to stop her cue ball. From
How
running up
mean
the
is
table.
this? Pratyut says rattle rattle like Zimmerman. I'm deleting that. That's just rude. That's just rude. Let that be a lesson to you. Pratyut.
Yeah, we call it the diamond rattle.
I call it the baby rattle.
It's kind of along the same lines.
Yeah. Same annoying result. Right. Okay, 7 goes. Slow down, cue ball.
Oh, she's good. She's good.
Stay down on your shot there, girl. She's got a little, I think, a little bit of adrenaline going right now, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's excitement. You know, it's late, too. You know,
It's late,
they
you know.
want to do what they can to.
Well, I did notice that she grabbed a Red Bull. So, you know,
I
she's.
did not see that.
Yeah, she, you
So
know,
that's
so obviously.
that's taurine.
Yeah, that's, you know, energy is kind of, you know, having a little issue, so. Okay, so. You got to be careful with these diamond tables. The shelf inside the pocket.
Deep.
They're deep, yeah. So a ball can actually sit inside that pocket, and you can come across the corners and not hit it.
Adrianne Beach, the psychic commentator. You know, I remember I commentated with you one other time at the Junior Nationals. I just came to visit for a half hour, and I happened to see Chris Robinson. So, do you remember that?
At the Junior National? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was the BE. It was the.
BEF.
It was like the.
It was the Junior National.
Yeah, but it was the BCA trade show.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
the
BEF.
BF was going on there.
Yeah. Yeah. He came in, and then there was another time he actually came up to.
Oh,
Seattle.
Yeah, in Seattle
You
when
played
I played the state
Yeah.
9-ball or 8-ball championship,
Yeah.
and I lost to Stan Tarango. Put me in. I think
Yeah.
I got like 6th place in that thing.
You did pretty well.
I was pretty happy. 6th place out of the state. Yeah. I almost had Stan too. I remember that match.
He is hard to beat.
Yeah, but I had him and I screwed up.
He's a
You were going to
wily
say
guy.
though, especially what?
Especially on a bar box.
Yeah, he punished me though.
Oh.
He did punish me. But I almost had him. And I swear I wanted to walk away from that saying, yeah, I came to Seattle and I rocked it. You know? I mean, I beat some of your guys out there.
You know, you did.
But
you
I
did pretty
lost
well.
to Stan. And that was like my target. I wanted him and Dan Louie.
Yeah.
You know? But actually, I ran into Stan at the Rio briefly at the BCA event recently. But I think I was like on my cell phone at the time, so I was like, hi, oh my God. You know, where are you? I haven't seen you. You see him probably at the coffee shop in the morning,
I
right?
see him a lot, yeah.
Do you really? Is it that bad?
I do see him. Oh, I just saw him in Lincoln City, 3 weeks ago?
So, oh, shocker. Somebody's putting a bunch of SOSs in the chat room again. Go, Suzanne Osborne. Go. I'm one of her biggest supporters. Financially, or? It's none of my business.
Jeez. I'm sure she would appreciate more sponsors.
I know, right?
Okay, so Heather's on the hill now. The score 6-4.
My bad. Thank you.
And she's just changed her mind about which direction she wants to go. Looks like she's putting follow on this, so she wants to come off the rail and come back over.
Uh-huh.
She's got the 2 down in the corner.
Does a 5 pass the 6, do you think?
I don't.
To the corner pocket?
It might.
I know it goes to the opposite corner, but.
Going to the opposite corner might be a little difficult, though. To come off the 4 and get down there.
Well, she had to. It's a different game now.
Let's see.
This looks pretty straight. Well, I don't know, maybe a little bit of angle here. Yeah, a little angle.
Out. There she goes.
Yeah, she's good.
She probably should stop this. There, a little stun. That works. She want to leave that angle so that she can get back down onto this 5.
Which I'm assuming then passes the 6 because, I mean, oh, she drew
No,
back.
she came.
She's coming the other way.
Yeah, because it goes up table, but I don't think it goes past the.
Some.
I don't think the 5 goes past the 6 to be able to get down to the other corner. So she had to come down here.
Oh, uh-oh, cue ball, alert. Oh, look at this.
We'll put it right back there.
Yeah.
And now there's going to play the safety.
Yeah, and I like, well, she might have gotten
I think that cue ball came out a little bit. She really wanted to tuck it up underneath, behind that 6 ball.
yeah.
Really kind of freeze it up on there.
Pockets are 4 1/4 on this table. Yes, they are. True story. Nice little stun run there to play safe. Oh, no. Window.
Oh, yeah, there's a window there.
I hate these shots.
Going across the pocket when you're on the rail.
I hate these shots.
It's your favorite shot.
You shoot this slowly. Just shoot this ball speed. Just baby this ball. Fada. Right? Just like that. Fada. Like her name.
Sharon's got an opportunity to play another safety here. Oh.
Yep, it's pretty easy to stop this ball, and she's thinking about it though.
Mm-hmm.
Just going the other way.
Just trying to get up there, get behind that 9.
Look at that. That was like some
Beautiful.
Ronnie O'Sullivan's
That was beautiful.
stuff right there. Do you know Ronnie O'Sullivan?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Snooker player.
Yes. Ah, yes. One of my
I like-
heroes.
I
One of
like
my Q
watching
Sports
snooker.
heroes.
I like watching snooker.
You kidding me? Disclaimer, I watch entirely too much snooker for
No,
human safety.
I do. I like it. I mean, if I'm
Great
gonna
game.
if I'm going to change games, I think I would like to play snooker.
Yeah, there's a room with 3 snooker tables by my house. It's only about 9 miles away. And I don't get there enough. It's just, I love the game. Love the game. So, oh no, this is not going to work out for
Heather,
Heather at
no.
all. She said she was saying that was still a good shot. I'm proud of that shot because she hit the ball, you know, and you got to give her credit for that. But that's great. That's great. Sweater's delight, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. How do you draw? Do you draw this back?
No,
Tough.
actually, I try to come around the rails. Now, I told you earlier, I have a little issue with drawing off the rail.
Yes, I know. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
not the
something
shot that you would
It's not my first go-to
normally
shot.
select.
Yeah. So if I can use a little inside English or, and come around the rails and get positioned that way, I'm going to do that. Just because I haven't quite got to the point where I'm really comfortable and I'm,
Well, when you're ready,
it's,
the time will come,
Sometimes it's just, you get these shots of these, that you just keep working on and working on and working on, and it's just not coming. And then all of a sudden everything clicks and it's fine.
Yeah,
But
So this is definitely a case of this is a good lesson in pattern play because you know, these girls can make the shot, right? But it's about position sometimes. You know, she's a little straight on this ball,
Yes.
and she wanted to play for angle. But she's a little straight, so it's entirely possible that Sharon might actually end up. Well, no, not when you hit it that good. I'll just shut up. I'll quit. I quit. I retire. I tell you what,
Heather.
though, this is winning the hard way because I like to create angle on my shots. You know. Yeah, I don't want to get ever too straight on the ball.
Oh, I'm always too straight. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Nice.
There it is.
Nicely done.
All right.
Nice match, ladies. Very
We
nice
do have
match.
a nice match, and that's going to do it for this evening.
It is. Come back tomorrow morning,
true?
9 a.m.
11, you said? All right, so who do we have at 9 a.m.? It's Suzanne Osborne Smith versus.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, we don't know if that's being streamed.
I don't
No.
know what's being streamed.
Right.
I honestly, I do not know. Kristen, come over and tell me.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
It's going to be a big surprise. 116 of you need to log in the morning.
At least.
Yeah.
Bring your friends.
Yeah. Bring all of them.
There's room.
Make it
Just,
232.
and they can tell a
42.
friend, and they can tell a friend, and it's just, join the party.
Yeah. Anyway, this is it for the evening. Once again, this is Daniel with POVPOOL, sitting here with Adrianne Beach. Adrianne, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you,
We've
Daniel.
had great conversation tonight. And congratulations to, I feel bad for Sharon.
I don't. She did pretty.
I hate when people lose.
I
It's just-
know.
It's just a huge
It's-
deal with me.
It's the nature of the game. You can only have one winner.
All right.
So,
So, yes, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I have got to be a little more cold-hearted in the future. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? So that's noon in New York. Yeah. It's about 7 a.m. in Hawaii. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow. It's
Okay.
actually a little earlier in Hawaii. So take care, guys.
all right.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.